welcome game one of our Thursday night doubleheader. Tonight we have the American Conference matchup between number 1 North Dakota State and number 14 Duke. I'm Knight, joined in the booth here by GSP Wannabe. How you doing, man?
What's up, dog?
Getting ready for this game, two teams that I'm pretty unfamiliar with. I don't really know too much about these two teams, so excited to call this one with you. What are you expecting here in this matchup?
I'm really looking for Duke to kind of, I guess you call it, find their identity. That's the term that likes to be thrown around a lot. I don't really think they've really found it yet. I think they're talented. As God, what's his name? Maverick River. That dude's a beast. I don't know what they need to do to get on track and find their identity.
Yeah,
that's what I'm looking for tonight. North Dakota State. I mean, everybody knows.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, North Dakota State. Everybody knows about them, so there ain't really a whole lot that needs to be said about them.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with them for sure. The word on the street is Duke's running a new offensive kind of system tonight, so we'll see if they change anything. Here on 3rd and 8, after the first two plays, they throw a quick one to Maverick Rivers, but that won't bring up anything but the punt unit, and so good first defensive series here for the Bison.
Yeah, they definitely got to find a way to get that ball a little bit more downfield. What was it, like 3rd and 8 just now?
Yeah. Yep.
Like you don't throw a 2-yard play on that.
Yeah, and I mean that's
you don't throw 2 yards on that.
All right, so 1st and 10 here. North Dakota State lining up in the.
I blame the quarterback on that one.
That's the freshman CJ Jones. He's had his ups and downs so far this season, but he's really coming to his own, at least yardage-wise. His first down here, Smoke Rivers finds his tight end, Isaiah Halderman. They're lined up in the single back again. 2nd and 5, they're going to hand it to Kaiju Witten, and he will stumble, not quite for a first down. Kaiju coming off a 200-plus rushing game last week. You think they're going to go to the air or stay on the ground this week?
Dad always told me, man, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So Kaiju got 200 on the ground last week. I think you keep giving it to him.
All right. Well,
you don't. You know what I mean? If nothing has stopped it, why would you stop it?
Yeah, no, definitely. At that point, you're getting a little too cute, if you're changing just for the sake of change. This first down throw will be incomplete after Jeff Jefferson, the senior, knocks it away from the receiver, bringing 2nd and 10 now.
Yeah, I mean, I could see, like, for shits and giggles, air it out, but not when you got Kaiju Witten in the backfield.
All right, well, 2nd and 10, they run it with Kaiju again. He'll pick up 5 for a second time, bringing up a 3rd and a little bit more manageable. They're already in Duke territory, though. We'll see what they do here on 3rd down. He'll drop back to pass. Smoke looking left, finds his man, but he won't get the first. That's Halderman, so another case of throwing it short of the sticks.
Yeah, and that's not something you expect to see from North Dakota State. Coming off the season that they just had last year and then coming off the last 3 weeks, that's something that you would think that they wouldn't do. But daggum Smoke Rivers rushing for the first down. Ain't nobody can stop him, it don't seem like.
Yeah, there you go. 4th and 3, they decide to go for it in no man's land, and they pick up the first down with Smoke Rivers on the ground. 1st and 10 from the shotgun here. They're going to go back to pass again. He throws it across the middle, finds his man, freshman receiver Mason Knight, for a first down.
Yeah, I think as far as like the passing game, I think Mason Knight's going to be the name you're going to hear a lot of between him and Kevin Nash. Other than that, it's all Kaiju Witten.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
On 1st and 10 there, Isaac Brewer almost made a house call with that ball. Next time he needs to make sure he brings it in before taking off.
Yeah, I was about to go back to the house, but that's why he plays defense, I guess.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. They hand it off to Kaiju. He'll only pick up 2 here, and it'll be a 3rd and 8. What are you expecting here on this 3rd and long?
3rd and 8. I would throw the ball. I would throw like a quick out or something, and we hand it off to Kaiju.
Yeah, on a draw play. Nonetheless, I don't really agree with the call there. This time they are in field goal range, so I would expect the field goal unit to come out as they do. Would you consider this a win for Duke?
Absolutely. Kaiju has had 4 rushes for only 10 yards at the moment. They've seemed to have found a stop for him, temporarily at least. And you hold the number 1 team in the country to 3 points on the first drive. I would definitely call that a win for Duke's defense.
All right, well, we will see what C.J. Jones and the Duke offense can do here on their 2nd drive. This offense is filled with a lot of freshmen. What do you think they really need to do to kind of, like you said earlier, find their identity?
Well, obviously, Maverick Rivers is he's the boss back there. Everybody knows about Maverick Rivers, and they stuff him behind, or no, he gets 1 yard on that. But Maverick Rivers is the guy on this offense. I would like to see C.J. Jones kind of find his feet, and get comfortable with his offense and start throwing the ball downfield more to Jairus Moody and Cash Cadillo, Amanda Bovair. I think I said her name right this time.
Yeah, while you're naming her, she makes a huge catch for a first down. She gets hit, but a nice catch from Bovair.
Hey, we speak things into existence here.
1st and 10. Maverick Rivers taking a guy with him. He'll pick up about 7. Yeah, he's a hard runner for sure.
Yeah, no, he's. I think the last game I called for them, I compared him to like a Christian McCaffrey. Like, the dude can do everything. He can rush, he can catch, he can do everything. There's nothing this dude can't do. As he goes for another first down and another 9-yard carry.
Yeah, and if North Dakota State really wants to corral his defense, I agree with you. I think it starts with Maverick Rivers and really controlling what he does. Here on 1st and 10, they're going to lose 4, so they do exactly that. That's El Jefe to go on the tackle there.
Yeah, you got to stop Rivers. You got to try to get back there, and you got to force Jones into making mistakes. You do that, the game's probably done.
Looks like a safety blitz coming from the left side. It doesn't get home, but they do throw an interception, and that looked like Ricky Bobby on his first interception of the season. And it is Ricky Bobby.
That was a great jumping pick right there. A little diving pick.
Yeah, he's been saying all week he's eager to get that first interception. He finally gets one there. Kevin Nash picks up 9 on the first down throw. Yeah, I mean, Ricky Bobby, Cal Naughton Jr., is there a better cornerback duo in this league right now?
Hey, man, a little shake and bake there, dog. Shake and bake.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 1. Smoke Rivers dropping back to pass. Throws it kind of in danger here. Jalen Ferguson gets his hand on that one.
Yeah, I got a feeling we're going to be getting them too confused all night.
Yeah. Once upon a time, I believe their players were related, and I think they're estranged now for sure.
Domestic problems.
Yeah. One went with dad, one went with mom. It's a shaky situation. We were told not to bring it up on the broadcast.
Okay, we won't touch on that then.
Yeah. Kaiju Witten, first down carry, and it's an interception.
Oh.
Uh-oh. That'll be Trevor Hauser.
Huge pick by Trevor Hauser.
Yeah, that's his 2nd interception of the season, and he looked to be, he went airborne for that ball. He had Kevin Nash completely guarded there.
I'm really surprised that this Duke defense is stepping up and trying to put a stop to North Dakota State. I just need this offense to get going now.
Yeah, for sure. 2 drives, only 3 points. Both drives really were, started in your own territory. You know, it could easily be 14-0 right now, and Duke's held in there, at least their defense. 2nd and 8 here, throwing a lob across the middle, and it's dropped. It looked like he put it in a perfect spot, and the receiver just couldn't bring it down.
Yeah, that was a dangerous pass, and Butler almost came down with it.
All right, 3rd and 8 here. They're going to get a sack, and that looks like it's El Jefe the GOAT. He gets his, I believe, 4th sack on the season, make it 5. He's been really giving right tackles hell all season long.
Yeah, for Duke, man, you can't have plays like this happen. You can't let your line get busted like that. And you know, your line gets busted, the pressure gets on the quarterback. It's just not going to work.
All right, well, they are going to punt from their own end zone, so expect North Dakota State to have excellent field position here again on their 3rd drive of the day. I think their average starting position is like Duke's 40.
I can go for that. I can definitely go for that.
Yeah, what an interception by Hauser. What an interception by Bobby. Let's see if both quarterbacks kind of clean this up. 1st and 10 from the pistol here. They will fake the handoff to Kaiju. Smoke's running himself, runs a man over, stumbles a little bit, only picks up 4 there.
God, I couldn't get the number of the dude that just got laid out like that.
Yeah, he's probably glad you couldn't get the number.
Godly.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 6 from the single back, handing it to Kaiju this time. He'll break a tackle, can't get the 2nd one. It'll be 3rd and inches now.
Attacker Kaiju, he's built like a damn deep freezer.
Yeah, he looks like he should be playing center, but they keep handing it off to him, so we're gonna keep calling him a halfback. 3rd and inches, give it to him, and he'll pick up the 1st down.
I'd like to see what he could do in a hot dog eating contest.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. 1st and 10, they're going to go Kaiju again, and he gets stuffed this time. Looked like it was 54, 94, I don't know. 54, we're going to say that's Manuel Bover, the sophomore safety. Nice tackle there, really only gave up 2 yards because of him.
Yeah, it seems like Duke really has kind of found a solution to stopping this run game by North Dakota, as he has 9 rushes for only 28 yards, averaging just over 3 yards a carry.
Yeah, he certainly hasn't been able to bust one. I think his long so far is maybe 6 or 5 or 6 even. Smoke Rivers 3rd and 5, and another 3rd down trouble play. Smoke Rivers can't get there, and we'll see the field goal unit again.
So what are your thoughts on this Duke defense?
I think they're hanging in there. They're not giving up anything past the sticks, really. Or, you know, North Dakota State's only taken a couple shots past the sticks. One was an interception. They're really not getting behind the sticks with long runs. And, you know, 3 drives that the Bison should have scored touchdowns on, and they come away with 6 points from it.
Pretty safe to say that this Duke defense is doing what they're supposed to tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially considering, I mean, coming into this game, they're 15th in points per game defensively. They're giving up almost 40 points a game. Only 4 sacks total on the entire season. They've struggled so far this season, and tonight they're looking good. As they go deep here on 1st down, beats his man Ricky Bobby.
Play.
That's the freshman Jairus Moody with a huge 53-yarder. Where was Ricky Bobby looking there?
He might have seen a girl in the stands. I'm not sure.
Moody,
that's the only thing I could think of.
The play, he said, "Hey, let's race to the 20."
Moody caught the ball and damn near ran around him.
Yeah, disastrous play for the Bison defense here. 1st and 10, they go right back in the air. Dante Chambers runs a man over, and it's 1st and goal, Blue Devils.
I didn't get the number on that one either. I'm gonna say it's Duck Quackers though.
I hope it wasn't 20. All right, 1st and goal. They're going to not take a sack. He gets rid of it last second. That's Ricky Lacey with the pressure.
This is exactly what I was talking about with this Duke offense earlier. What I was hoping to see, and CJ Jones is coming out, and he's playing a good game right now.
Yeah, I mean, that long bomb really put them right back in this game. They could potentially take the lead as the quarter ends here. This should be the last play of the quarter, as long as it's inbounds. From the
Who would have thought they'd have seen that?
Yeah, that's crazy, right? 3rd and goal. Here we go.
And there it is. There it is. Oh, done. Oh, they still got 3 seconds. Nope, that's it.
All right. So after 1, North Dakota 6, Duke 0. What's their decision here? What's your decision?
As far as what they do, or
you take the 3 points from the what?
I'm going for it. You still got a lot of time. You're not even down by a whole possession. I'm going for it as they come out.
They pitch it. 4th and goal, and he's not going to get there. Big time stop for the Bison defense here. Maverick Rivers just had no room to run on the pitch.
I'm not mad at that call at all. Drove down there, man. You go big, come on. I love that call.
I think I would have ran it, up the gut, but I definitely agree with the 4th down going for it there. That's aggressive, and that's what you need really to beat a top, 1, 2, 3, 4 team in this league. You have to be aggressive.
I think the whole chat would have went nuts if they somehow would have got that. Duke takes the lead over North Dakota State.
All right,
ain't nobody ready for that.
Nice defensive stop here. 1-on-1 tackle for 26. That's the freshman Brandon Radio. He makes a huge stop on Kaiju, and that'll be 3rd and 2 now.
Yeah, this is definitely not the team that everybody thought they were tuning in to see. Where's this team been all season?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. North Dakota State has had a tendency this season to start slow. University of Lafayette scored a touchdown on their first drive. Northwestern, I believe, scored a touchdown on their first drive. Or no, they didn't score a touchdown, but I think they went down and scored a field goal. Here we go. Throwing it, and another interception.
Yes, and I'm here for this shit. Let's go. Let's go, Blue Devils.
The sophomore William Rolls picks it off, and that's 2 early interceptions by Smoke. This one puts Duke right back in scoring position. They're 31 yards away from the end zone.
I am here for this. I got my popcorn ready. I'm about to pop a top on another beer. I am here for this.
Let's go. Maverick runs for 8. That will make it a 2nd and more manageable here.
Let's go. I'm actually pumped now. I was actually expecting this to be a blowout. I'm actually pumped. And
across the middle, Jairus Moody, a gain of 12, so they go right back to the freshman. He makes a nice play across the middle, and they are first and 10 from about the 11, so they could technically still get a 1st down here.
CJ Jones has found his feet, and he is now comfortable with his offense.
Well, his feet get swept from under him there as the pressure gets to him. Looks like Ricky Lacey does get home on this one, so that will be a sack for him. I believe that's his 2nd sack of the season.
No problem, man. No problem. It's still 2nd down. You live, die another day.
Yeah, he didn't lose much yards there. 2nd and 12 is not the end of the world, especially this close to the end zone. It kind of gives your receivers more room to run their routes. 2nd and 12 here. CJ Jones immediately up the middle. That's Bam Butler. Big time hit from the linebacker, and 2 straight sacks will make it 3rd and 19. Looks like I might have lost GSP here. He looks like, is he back? I don't know. We'll see. 3rd and 19. They're 0-3 tonight on 3rd down. They're going to need to pick up about 20. They're 20 from the end zone anyways. So we'll see if they take a shot into the end zone from here. CJ Jones looking, and that's 3 straight sacks. This time it's Ricky Lacey again. So how disruptive has 25 been on this drive? Got to see the field goal unit coming up here, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. It didn't work last time. It's 4th and 27, 4th and a mile. Yeah.
No miracle ball yet.
No, I'm waiting on it, though. I don't have my hopes up yet.
All right, well, there we go. It is 6-3, so North Dakota State really dodged a bullet on that interception. Their offense needs to get into gear because so far they haven't really done anything to take off from this Duke team.
Yeah, I mean, they're relying on Kaiju, and Kaiju just can't seem to get going. Maybe it's a slow start. Maybe they found a solution to stopping this run game. We'll find out as time goes on, though.
Yeah, Smoke Rivers comes into this game with only 1 interception in the first 3 games. Has 2 early on in this one. He's going to run here on 1st and 10. Breaks a few tackles, makes a hurdle, and only picks up 9. It looks like that hurdle slowed him down.
Yeah, that was a great run there. Great run for 9 yards. Looked like a track star out there jumping around, though.
2nd and 1. They go play action this time. He finds his receiver, Chach Menino, the senior, for a first down pickup. That's his first catch of the game. All right, 1st and 10. And this is a sack straight up the gut. This one's Garrett Evans, the senior linebacker.
Wow.
Looked like a bit of a stunt blitz because he took off from the edge, but then he came right up the A gap. So nice delayed blitz there. Really threw Smoke off and the offensive line, making it 2nd and 14.
Yeah, he said jump over me now.
All right, on
Kaiju.
second. Yeah, he picks up 6 here, so it'll be 3rd and a little bit more manageable. We'll see if Smoke throws it past the sticks here on 3rd down.
Hasn't been the trend for the night, but we'll see.
Oh, I hope it's not.
Got trips to the bottom.
There we go. He's passing it at least. Throwing it up. Throwing a jump ball up. This one will not be caught, so that'll be another 4th down, and this offense has been disastrous so far for North Dakota State.
Yeah, I thought the receiver came down with it, but good coverage by the defense. Nice tackle by Duck Quackers.
Was it 26?
Yeah, he's got to do better. Yeah, he's got to do better with these names. Duck Quackers.
Duck Quackers.
Yeah, Duck Quackers.
All right.
Kind of mom looks at her baby and is like, "Yep, Duck Quackers."
Yeah. Well, we have a new player in the league. His name is Beef Cutlets, and that's what I was saying to him earlier. I was like, who? What kind of father names their kid Beef and then just dips out? It's kind of messed up. Shout out to Beef Cutlets if you're in the chat. 1st and 10 here. Maverick Rivers on the run. Won't get back to the line. They kind of swarm him. That'll be a tackle for loss for Kamikaze Von Doom.
2nd and 11, man. CJ Jones got to come out, and I think he airs it out right here. Airs it out to the outside, maybe. Or maybe he plays it safe and throws it across the middle. We'll see.
All right, 2nd and 11 from the single back set. He's thrown it out of bounds. Doesn't like what he saw, so he'll take the safe route, bringing up 3rd and long here.
XABC said he's going to tell his mom that I said that about his name.
Oh, no.
You go ahead and tell her, man. She loves me.
Oh, no. 3rd and 11. They are throwing deep.
Wow, what a bomb.
Beats the safeties, and that's Dante Chambers with a huge pickup. Looks like he beats freshman Jay Knight on the play. And, man, these defenders are really just overrunning the ball here.
That was a great play, great ball placement, great route, great way to get open. That was just great all the way around.
All right, 1st and 10. Maverick picks up 7. He's only averaging 2.5 so far tonight, but he's had a couple of good first down carries.
And you couldn't tell by watching the game.
No, I mean, It doesn't seem like it for sure, but I mean, he looked good. I think the losses on a couple of those runs are really bringing his average down. As 3rd and inches here, they are lined up in the single back set. We'll see if they go up the middle here with Maverick. They don't. They're going to pass it, have a man wide open, and he'll walk out of bounds. Dante Chambers again.
Otane got the keys, man. He got the keys in the ignition. He's driving.
Yeah,
ready to see him punch it in now.
Yeah, this isn't looking good for the North Dakota State defense. Only coming into this game, only giving up 9 points a game. It looks like they might be getting past that average here on this drive. We'll see. Ricky Lacey with the tackle.
Lay down.
Can I stay up for a little bit?
All right, 2nd and 8. They're going halfback screen, and they're going to sniff that out. Big tackle for a loss. What's up?
Oh, we got a guest in the booth real quick. Hold on. Want to say hi to everybody real quick?
Hi.
Hey.
All right, buddy. Go lay down.
Can I stay up for
No.
a little bit?
All right, 3rd and 12 here. Throwing it short. That's a fumble. They come up with it. He's off to the races. Breaks a tackle, breaks a couple. Finally gets brought down. Disastrous play here for Duke in that offense. We'll see if that's a fumble or an incompletion.
I'm sorry, man. I missed that.
It's all right. It was a catch across the middle. Don Jones, the tight end, fumbled it, and North Dakota State took it the other way. They are going to throw the coach challenge, so we'll see if that's an incomplete or a fumble here. Or if he's down, rather.
That's a fumble. Maybe. Depends on the knee. He looks like he's down.
He was down.
Looks like he's down.
That right knee does appear to be down. And they do reverse it, so Duke keeps the ball. They're going to send out the field goal unit. They absolutely avoid disaster there, and they're able to tie it up here.
Tie ball game, just under 3 in the first half. This has really turned out to be a great game.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this second half really plays out. Duke has been big time so far this game. I think they've won on the offense and defensive end. They've really, both teams have kind of struggled as soon as they got into the red zone area. We'll see.
I would say kind of like the offenses are kind of back and forth, but I think the real winner of this game at the moment would be this Duke defense. They're definitely coming out and they're hitting North Dakota in the mouth for everything they got and trying to make definitely for me, the biggest upset I've seen in this league. I don't know if there's been a bigger one, but it's going to be huge if Duke takes this.
Yeah, absolutely. 2nd and 9, Kaiju takes the handoff here, picks up about 7, so it'll make it 3rd and 1, up to 55 yards on the game. 2 minutes left. I would like to see Bison maybe get a little bit more aggressive here, try to score here before halftime. They're in an empty back set now, 3rd and 1. Dropping back to pass, does find a man, Chach Menino for a first down, so they keep the drive alive at the very least here.
Yeah, not bad coverage. I mean, you gave up a first, but it wasn't bad coverage. As soon as he caught it, he was down. There was no yak afterwards.
All right, 1st and 10, and they're going to take another sack, so the offensive
gobbled up.
Continue. I couldn't quite see who got the sack there. 2nd and 18 now. They're going empty set again. And he's going to take off running, not get anywhere, another sack. And, they shot themselves in the foot again on this drive. 3rd and 25. I don't know. I expect a draw here, honestly.
3rd and a mile, get the GPS out.
Yeah, as they do, run the draw. So Duke calls timeouts. They're going to get the ball back with 1:30 left. Offense has just been a nightmare so far for the Bison. Duke has had a couple huge plays that have got them into scoring position. We'll see if they can do that here before the end of half.
Yeah, who got the ball first? North Dakota or Duke?
I believe Duke did. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe Duke did, and they quickly punted.
It would be huge regardless who gets the ball back. But if Duke was to get the ball back in the second half and they score on this drive here, as they almost throw an interception to Cal Naughton Jr., if they get into the end zone before the half and then somehow get the ball back at half,
yeah,
and they have another opportunity to do it again,
they're throwing deep
you
again.
see a bomb.
He won't get it this time. Cal Naughton was prepared for it, so that's 2 straight plays in coverage by Cal Naughton that really, helped for sure. 3rd and 10. Let's see what they go with here.
CJ Jones has been hitting the gym.
Yeah, that was a long throw. Huh? He's got some arm strength we didn't know about.
Yeah, he does.
That was a sack. Couldn't quite tell who it was. I know it was a cornerback blitz, but Ricky Bobby didn't get there. So they're going to punt it back with about 1 minute and 10 seconds left. We'll see if they can conjure up a drive here. I don't know. Their offense hasn't done anything aside from that very first drive where they got close to the end zone and kind of stalled out. First and 10.
Come out with an empty backset.
Yep, there we go. Finds Kevin Nash, gain of 7. Probably go hurry up here. Don't waste that timeout for sure.
No. You waste that down there.
They find Chach Menino across the middle, so that's a first down. They'll stop the clock while they get set. They're at the 50 now, so given the kicker's legs this year, I'd say about 20 yards from the field goal range at least. And they're throwing it
trying
deep.
To get in. Manuel Bovair.
Yep, Manuel Bovair with a nice pass deflection covering Mason Knight there. Couldn't quite connect with his man, so it'll bring up 2nd and 10, and we have trips left now. He's going to throw deep again, this time across the middle. He does find his man, Chach Menino, 42 yards, and they're going to run hurry up.
Come on, Duke.
All right, 1st and goal. They throw it out the back of the end zone, and there's a flag on the play. We'll see what that is. An intentional grounding? Oh, no, offsides. So it was a free play, and he threw it out. Come on, Smoke. All right. I will say, look for Mason Knight here. He's been a red zone threat. He has the team leading 4 touchdowns so far this season, all from the red zone, or all but 1. And Kaiju takes it up. He scores his first touchdown of the ball game, and that will give the Bison the lead, 13-6, pending the extra point. How about that answer back?
I kind of have a hunch, man, that this is the start of the night for Kaiju. After that, I think he's about to catch some momentum.
All right, well, we'll see. Here we are. Duke taking back over. 31 seconds left. You think they're going to try to score, or you think they're going to run this out?
I'm the go big or go home kind of guy. So 30 seconds left. You got 1 timeout. Throw it to the outside. Get out of bounds. Go, man. Go tie it up.
Yeah, I agree. At the very
Go
least,
tie it up.
At the very least, take a couple feelers, throw a 10-yard or so pass. Don't just run it out the gate. But
no, because you got this much momentum going. You got the whole chat behind you, damn near. Being the huge underdog. Everybody would love to see Duke go down in school right now and tie it up.
Got at least one of the commentators going for you.
I'm going for it, man. People can hate on it. I'm going for CJ Jones right now, and he should have had that.
2nd and 10. Looks like Ricky Bobby with the break up there. So 2 straight nice defensive plays for the Bison. 1 by Busta McNutt and 1 by Ricky Bobby. 3rd and 10 here. He's throwing it, and he catches it. Jairus Moody mosses Ricky Bobby, and that's a 19-yard gain. It's at 104 half.
Come on, CJ. Stay calm in the pocket. Look downfield. He's going to take it for himself, though, and he's going to get 9 yards on the carry. Makes it 2nd and 1.
Yeah, they have to call timeout here. They have to.
They're going to. They got
No,
got
they run
to.
it out.
Nope, not going to get it. Not going to get it. Great effort, though, but not going to get it.
So there you have it. We go to halftime. North Dakota State 13, Duke 6. Hell of a half by Duke so far. They do give up that touchdown right before half, but give me your thoughts about both teams, what they have to do going into the second half.
Well, you said earlier that North Dakota State is kind of like a team that is slow to get started, slow to get going. I kind of have a feeling that's about to happen, but I would love to see this Duke defense continue to stand tall against this Bison offense. And C.J. Jones, man, he's been looking good in the pocket. He's been making good decisions. I would love to. I'm getting too far ahead of myself, man. Duke is playing a great game tonight. I really hope they can keep it going and don't lose momentum.
All right, well, there you have it. Look at the time of possession there. I mean, really, Duke's dominated that side of the ball, and North Dakota State, for most of their drives, just haven't been able to really manifest anything. They had the 2 interceptions. I think one hurt them because I think Duke scored 3 off one of the picks, but the other interception really didn't hurt, I don't think.
Right.
But, I mean, either way, yeah, Duke's really taking it to North Dakota State, but only has 6 points to show for it. So if they can play this half again, they could do anything here, but they need to start ending these drives in 6 for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And North Dakota gets the ball to start the half, so we'll see if this defense can continue to stand tall.
All right, here we
This
go.
is the first time the North Dakota State started a drive on that side of the field, too, or that far back anyways.
Yeah, I think the only other time was the failed 4th down pitch.
Right.
But yeah, this one, I mean, from a kick, this is the furthest back they've started. Bad start so far to this drive. They don't gain anything on 1st down, and then 2nd down they lose 3. We'll see if this offense can get going. It says they're 5 of 10 on 3rd, but it certainly doesn't feel like it.
And it seems like they still have an answer for Kaiju.
They run another
That's
draw.
what 18 carries for 18 for 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was loss of 7 on there. Jeez.
Yeah, I don't know what this offense is doing. 2 straight draw plays. They haven't worked at all. It kind of feels like the replacement to halfback screen here, but I'd almost say I prefer the halfback screen at this point.
Yeah, we haven't really seen too much of that, actually. Now do you say something?
Yeah. I mean, these draws, like, you're just running into the defensive tackle. At least there's some glimmer of hope that the halfback screen can, get you open in some space, but I don't know.
You're about to make the whole league show some love to the halfback screen from now on now.
I know, huh? Like, we didn't know how good we had it.
Right. Everybody curses
man.
it.
1st and 10. C.J. Jones is gunslinging tonight. He finds Amanda Bovair down the field. Looked like a gain of 25. Ricky Bobby's right there and just struggling to come up with that football tonight.
Yeah, big play by Bovair, man. And now they're in field goal range. See what they can do.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10. They're going to lose 3. This time Reggie Green with his first tackle for a loss.
13 rushes, 27 yards. God. I would not have guessed that.
All right, 2nd and 13. C.J. Jones handing it to Maverick. He'll gain some yards on this one as he falls forward for a gain of 8, making it 3rd and 5 now. I almost trust C.J. Jones in the air more than to Maverick tonight. C.J.'s been excellent.
Yeah, judging by the stats, I mean, he did what I was talking about earlier, finding his feet and getting comfortable in the pocket. He's been making good decisions all night for the most part. Yeah, Yeah, I would definitely trust C.J. Jones to throw it there.
All right, here we go. They do end up. Was that a handoff? I don't even know. I was paying attention to chat. Carr said that App State should have new consideration for number 1, and I was reading that. Sorry about that, but
Ain't nobody talking about crap state, man. Y'all got y'all's night. This is Duke and North Dakota State, man.
I know. Huh? Oh well. I'm
You
not
go to
gonna
your
get
locker
into
room.
that. 1st and 10
You go to your...
here for the Bison. Let's hope they can do anything other than run a halfback draw here. We'll see.
They got a man in motion.
They throw a quick one to Halderman. He'll pick up about 10. They won't give him the first down, though.
Second and inches. I think you give it to Kaiju.
And that's what, they'll fake it to Smoke, and he's got some room to run. He does get caught from behind, but it'll be a pickup of 12.
Fake the defense. You fake the commentator.
Yeah. Nice read option there for sure. They're back in the single back set, dropping back to pass, and never mind, you'll just throw it out of bounds on this one.
That'd have been crazy if that had been a pick right there.
Oh, man. All right, 2nd and 10 from the shotgun. And a halfback draw. Stop. Garrett Evans.
The whole team back there.
Nice tackle for a loss there. It's just killing these drives. It's making it, I want to say it's a nice defensive game, but it's making it not fun to watch when it's kind of self-inflicted. And again,
Jesus.
Another halfback draw. Duke will be getting the ball back here on the punt.
Yeah, Ahmed Williams with the tackle there in the backfield. This defense is really impressive tonight, though.
Yeah, I mean, they have been impressive. They've been ready for just about everything, and it looks like they have Smoke Rivers gun shy because they keep dialing up these halfback draws.
I will say this, though. I'm glad I didn't play this defense in week 1.
All right. Yeah, right. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Throw a play action to Don Jones. It just really feels like offensively everything's going right for Duke, and vice versa for for North Dakota State. C.J. Jones here. Let's see what they do here on 2nd down. They're going to hand it to Maverick on the outside carry. He can't quite get through. This one's going to be a fumble.
No!
We'll see if it stands. I don't know. I don't know if he was still up or not.
Oh, no.
That one's a fumble. So it looks like North Dakota State's taking over here. Because that one's
no.
sure a fumble. They get gifted a heck of a field position again. We'll see what kind of draws they come up with this time. 1st and 10.
Gosh.
He'll throw it out of bounds.
Good job by the defense, but dang, I wasn't ready for that. I about spit my beer out.
Yeah, I mean, he went airborne too right before that, kind of a hurdle, and you know what they say? Coaches say never leave your feet on purpose, and that's why. 3rd and 2 here. And Smoke will pull the ball down. He's not. Oh, will he get there? No, he won't. So expect the field goal unit to come out. Manuel Bover with a nice hit. Looked like he was going to get sacked. Then he kind of broke it. 54 knew all along where he was trying to go, and he came up like a missile.
Yeah, that was a freight train. There wasn't nothing you could do, man. Don't get in front of them.
Yeah, I would say dive, but I just said don't leave your feet on purpose. So they will settle for the field goal attempt and go right back up to 7-point lead. Duke hanging in there. This is a dangerous position for the number 1 Bison to really let Duke stay around like this.
I mean, it's one possession game right now, and Duke is having a huge return.
Oh,
Jyrese Moody almost 50 yards on a return. Wow, man.
Moody's
Right as I'm
dangerous.
talking.
It through the air. He's dangerous as a returner. He's a heck of a player. He's a heck of a freshman at that. Looks like a safety blitz coming up for North Dakota State, and they do fake the blitz. They'll tackle him for a loss here, though. Was that El Jefe?
Jeez.
No,
Jyrese Moody. I'm sorry, man. Jyrese Moody, that was a hell of a return right there.
Yeah, he's a heck of a player. He did that in the freshman game. Had like 2 or 3 returns like that. And I was like, man, he's going to bust one eventually. I don't know if he's done it so far this season, but he's played good at receiver as well. As Cal Naughton here with a tackle for a loss, he comes up and puts a hit on Maverick.
Yeah, unfortunately, I missed those freshman game. I had to work those days, but I did look at the stats. I did do that much.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 14. He's throwing it across the middle of the field, and this one will be intercepted. That's your boy, Duck Quackers. I expect some quacks in the chat here.
Well, let's not get crazy. He ain't my boy, all right? Nah, he is. But he's been waiting on me to say his name all night. Duck Quackers, great job with the pick.
And there we go. I do see some ducks in chat. 1st and 10.
Yeah, quack.
The middle of the chops, gain of 9.
Quack, as he calls me bias in chat.
It's like pulling teeth getting you to say Duck Quackers for sure.
Well, I mean, he's got to give me a reason to.
Oh, he was way out of bounds. I don't know where Halderman was going. He might have started the play on the sideline. 3rd and 1 now. And they're throwing it somewhat deep, finding Kevin Nash for a gain of 16. Nice pass there by Smoke Rivers.
Yeah, nice job finding the man, finding the window and getting it in there. He wasn't. Goddamn. I'm getting too far ahead of myself again. This has really been a great fucking game.
My mistake, Halderman. It might have been Baxter too. I don't know exactly who it was. It was kind of hard to see because you're way on the sideline, whoever it was. But nice carry here by Kaiju, carrying 4 or 5 guys at some point. Pick up a 15 and a 1st down.
Yeah, it was a great job of not getting brought down right there. As he goes for 15.
All right, so they're inside the Blue Devil territory now, inside the 40. Dropping back. He's going to take off, has some space. He barrels right into Manuel Bovair. This pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and that's the Smoke Rivers we're used to.
he torpedoed into him this time. Kind of got his lick back. 1st and 10. And he just waits way too long, taking a sack, making it 2nd and 16 now. This offense has not been good when they get behind the sticks, so we'll see how they respond here on 2nd down.
So what do you think they do here?
Well,
on the other side of the field, they're about in field goal range.
We'll see. It probably won't be a draw, luckily, judging by the formation. And he throws an interception to Manuel Bovair, so that's what they're going to do. Had a man open, decides to throw it to the guy who's not open. I guess he was somewhat open for a second, but late throw either way. And another wasted drive here for the Bison.
Bovair was damn sure open.
Yeah. Yeah, he wanted the ball and he got it. That'll be his 1st interception of the season. He's kind of been everywhere so far this year, but now he gets a takeaway of his own. CJ Jones throwing it across the middle now, gets absolutely hit by Bam Butler. Don Jones does hold on to it, so it'll be 2nd and 3 now.
Yeah, that was a huge hit. It looked like he led that hit with his elbow. You're going to punch him in the mouth with it.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 3 from the pistol this time. He's going to roll out left, decide to pull the ball down. He has some space, has quite a bit of space.
First down.
He's
Big run.
Finally gets brought down by Cal Naughton. That's a gain of 27 on the play. All
right, so you got just over 2 minutes left. Do you start panicking as North Dakota State?
Yeah. Well, internally I've been panicking, but we'll save. 1st and 10 here. Yeah, that was a heck of a play call. Everybody rolled left, including the defense, and it just left a hole to the right that he was like, all right, well, if it's here, I'm going to take it.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of wide open right there.
Gain of 2 here for Maverick. So, again, they really have him corralled today. It definitely looks like that's who they game plan for. 2nd and 8. CJ Jones dropping back, throwing it out of bounds. He had pressure coming up. That was really the only thing he could do there.
Yeah, he had about 8 people in the box. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure coming on that one.
All right, 3rd and 8. He threw an interception last drive. Let's see what he does here. Finds his man, Jairus Moody, for a 1st down. And just like that, Jairus Moody up over 100 yards on the
Getting just about 20 yards to catch. Good game for Jairus Moody.
Right, handoff to Maverick, and again, they just have it. They're ready for that play. Ricky Bobby tackle for a loss here.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to get Maverick, or not is it Maverick? Yeah, Maverick Rivers, trying to get him going, man. That one play is going to put him right there and tie it up.
There we go.
We might get it right here.
Finally has some space. He'll pick up 16 here. Nice blocking down the field. Moody holding his man really just long enough for him to get by, and that was a heck of a block for sure. Inside the 20 now. We'll see if they can tie it up.
All he needs is a few blockers, and he's going to open up a whole can.
And he comes up here, gets hit, does pick up about 4 before he gets hit.
I'm really surprised at how both defenses are stopping these running backs here.
Yeah, excellent tackling for most part, today. There's been a couple of runs where there's been a few broken tackles, but for the most part, they're bringing them down, even first guy.
Yeah, it hasn't been too many of them.
There you go there. Duck Quackers this time gets in the backfield and takes his man down.
Quack, quack.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 9. We'll see what they do here. CJ Jones dropping back, throwing it across the middle, finds his man. Or I guess woman, Amanda Beaufair, 49 yards.
This is now 1st and goal for Duke.
And they run the pitch play they tried earlier, and again, it doesn't work. Ricky Bobby waiting for it. Loss of 5 here.
Throw that play out. I'll run it again.
I can't remember a game in recent memory where both outside corners have like 3 or 4 tackles for loss each. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's a little unheard of.
And that will end the 3rd quarter. It is 16-9. North Dakota State hanging on to their lead by a thread here. You know what to do. Go ahead and tell the chat what to do.
Well, we got 30 people watching right now, so I want to see 34s thrown up in the chat.
Or else.
I even threw one in myself, man. Yeah. Let's go.
Or
Get
else.
Them 4s in there.
Uh-oh, broken tackle here. He won't quite get in.
Oh.
Don Jones. Impressive play, though, making it 3rd and goal from as close as you can get on the 1-inch line.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Matt
there it
will
is.
Run it in. So, pending the extra point, of course, it's up to the Bison now to really respond.
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen. I mean, they could block the field goal. Anything can happen in this league. So, and it is up and it is good. So now we have a tied ball game between North Dakota State, Duke.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll see how this offense is kind of played like they don't have to score all game. They've been kind of like not really showing urgency. Nice return here by Ricky Bobby. We'll see if this offense finally shows a little bit of urgency. Stop throwing it to the people in gray for sure. And, you have plenty of time, but you don't have plenty of opportunities probably left. So make the most of them.
Yeah, you still got some time on the clock, but I mean, you're not going to have that forever, so you got to score here, man.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the shotgun. Throwing it across the middle to Kevin Nash. He will catch it for a gain of 5. So, an okay start to this drive. It's positive yards and it's a completed pass, which has kind of been, sought after this game for Smoke. And they go right back to the draw, and it goes right back to nowhere. They lose 2. Smokey Bandit with a 4th tackle for a loss on the day.
Kaiju Witten only have 55 yards on 22 carries.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's not used to this game, of.
Both backs kind of have the same inefficiency so far tonight, and an incomplete pass, so we're going to punt the ball away here. Duke, heck of a defensive drive again. And, I don't know. Bison just, offensively, they don't look like they came out here that they want to win this game tonight. Kind of feels like they're just going with the motions.
Yeah, they definitely overlooked Duke, from what I could tell.
For sure, absolutely. They've already.
We got this. We're gonna beat them. Started doing other things.
Duke's already scored more than any other team has on them all, with 16. Looks like they might get him here in the backfield for a sack. They do. That's Kamikaze Von Doom. Yeah, I don't know. Their defense definitely showed up, even though they gave up some big plays in the first half. Their offense just really hasn't at all.
That's a pretty impressive stat you just said there a little bit ago about how many points Duke has put up. That this North Dakota State defense has held people to so little points.
Yeah. They give
I
up
think that's
7.
saying quite a bit for their defense.
Yeah, they gave up 7 in the first game, 6 in the second game, and then 14 last game. And Duke scored more than any other team so far on them this season.
CJ Jones said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah, that's for sure. We'll see what they do here. 3rd and 5. And he throws it to nobody. Heck of a pass, though. It's bouncing all the way through, probably out of the stadium. And they will punt it. So Bison will get another opportunity to take the lead back. We'll see if they squander it or if they make the most of it.
Looking for CJ Jones to come out. Or no, fuck. Goddamn. I'm looking into the future here. Smoke River's coming out now.
And 1st and 10, again, they hand it off. It's these runs tonight. I know Kaiju and Maverick are really good running backs, but you're not surprising the defense. At some point, you use a play action or something. Do anything other than handing it off.
Yeah, you haven't surprised this defense with anything for 3 quarters. I would quit doing what you're doing right now with Kaiju and try to find something else to do.
And 2nd and 9, they lose 2 on what appears to be a screen. I wasn't sure if that was what that was, but 3rd and 11 now. We'll see what they do. Trips to the left. One guy stays to block. He's going to throw it deep, but he gets hit, and that will bring up the punt unit again. So Duke just not letting the Bison move the ball at all.
I thought that was a fumble for a second. Small return by Jairus Moody, 5 yards.
All right, well, they take back over just past the 25-yard line. It's a game of field position so far here in the fourth quarter. Maverick Rivers picks up 4. Yeah, 26 carries, 49 yards, 1.9 average. Not much better from Kaiju on the other side. But I definitely want to see both teams start going to the air here.
Yeah, it's almost like both these teams came in here with the same game plan.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it. Cash Cadillo, I believe that's his first catch of the game, the freshman receiver, and pick up a first down for Duke.
First one, and it's good for a first down.
Yeah.
Be happy with that.
Big
I mean, not to this first one in the fourth quarter, but
yeah. El Jefe to go with another tackle for a loss here. This time on an outside carry. With 4, that puts him at 11 tackles for loss on the season. All right, 2nd and 11. Throwing it to the quick curl, Jairus Moody, and he'll pick up 9, making 3rd and 2. Big opportunity here for Duke to sustain this drive.
do not run the ball. Do not.
And they don't listen
And
to
we
you.
do.
They do pick it up. First down for
what do I
Maverick.
know? Hasn't worked all night. Now it wants to work.
Yeah, right. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Handing it to Maverick. Has a blocker, but it's not going to matter. I don't know if he got back to the line or not. They're going to get Hefe tackle for a loss. So, from the 45, 2nd and 10 now.
All right, we got to find something else to watch or play, okay?
And he'll throw it out of bounds, making it 3rd and 10. We'll see if this defense can get off the field here on 3rd down. They've given up some big-time plays here tonight on 3rd down. 3rd and 10 across the middle, and he's
in the
wide
pocket.
open.
There it is.
Tight end Don
Jones. CJ Jones gets comfortable in the pocket. Things happen.
All right, well, they're inside the 15 now. 4:20 and some change remaining. Looks like they're going to hand it off to Maverick on 1st down. You know that's not going to work. Another.
I don't know anymore. I didn't think it was going to work earlier, and then it did, so I don't know anymore.
Only on 3rd down, it seems, when they need it.
Right. There you go.
2nd and 10, going right back to Maverick, and again, he will pick up 4 this time, so, I mean, it's positive yards. 31 carries and 60 yards is a disgusting stat line, but it looks like it's going to lead them to a possible win here, so we'll see. And
there it is.
Touchdown to Jairus Moody. He takes the lead for Duke, and now it's up to North Dakota State to answer back. They leave him open here, and he holds on for a touchdown. So Jairus Moody with a huge touchdown. He's already been really big for him this game, and now he takes the lead against the number 1 team with 3:45 left.
This is crazy that Duke is taking the lead with this much time left in the game right now against the number 1 team.
Yeah, it goes to show anything can happen in this league for sure. You have the right game plan, you have the right set of players. I mean, this is a very young team, and they don't care. Ask them that. They're like, we're going to come out and beat anybody. As they go for another draw, it hasn't worked all day, but let's see if it'll work this time. 2nd and 10 now.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of let's go Duke in the chat right now. Got the momentum, got the crowd behind them.
Well, App State definitely wants the win because they've been eyeing that number 1 spot for a while, so they're cheering for Duke. And then you have a bunch of the underdog teams that really, they've wanted a game like this to show that, hey, we can do that too. 3rd and 5 here, he won't get it. It'll be 4th and inches. 3 minutes to go. They're not going to go for it. They have given up on this game. It really feels like.
Yeah, I kind of said. I really hope not. Keep it going. Keep a good game going. But right now, Duke, man, I'm riding Duke right now.
All right. Well, 2:42 to go. I mean, Bison at this point need a defensive touchdown. I don't believe their offense is going to score tonight. So if they don't get a defensive touchdown, I'm ready to really chalk this up for Duke as well. 2:40 to go. We'll see.
So you're looking for a pick 6 here.
Yeah, I mean, I really do think that that's the only thing that's going to tie it at this point. A pick 6 or an interception that, puts them 20 yards away. But other than that, the offense just hasn't shown, North Dakota State offense, that is, they just haven't shown that they've really even wanted to score tonight. But.
Well, you still got some time on the clock. It's 3rd and 10. If you stop them right here, you force them to punt because they're not going to go for nothing crazy. You still got all 3 of your timeouts. Who knows?
Yeah. 3rd and 10 here. They've been money on 3rd down so far this quarter, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. C.J. Jones, he's got a block. Oh, Dante Chambers, 6 yards on the catch.
Short, so the punt unit will come out here. Yeah, 1:55 to go, 2 timeouts. It could be a photo finish here, folks, but it really depends on the offense here. Elite Player of the Year, Smoke Rivers. Let's see if he can really channel it in here for this offense.
Yeah, Rivers really needs to dial in, man. He really needs a big drive right here.
1st and 10, throwing it up to his man. It really would have ended the game there with an interception. Complete. 2nd and 10 now. I don't know. he's just not throwing it to open people. And they run a draw here. This one gains 6 yards, I guess, but I don't know, man. It kind of feels like a halfback screen's coming. 3rd and 4. And they throw it short. It'll be incomplete either way. At this point, I wouldn't even be surprised for a punt. They're going to go for it, but...
Gotta go for it.
All right, here we are. Game on the line. 4th and 4. Throwing it. Has his man on the sideline. Big time catch. Sophomore Isaiah Halderman. Big time catch. They absolutely... it'll keep the game alive. He does fall out of bounds. And NDSU stays alive here.
Yeah, North Dakota State, man, they're trying to kick it in 4-wheel, man. Trying to drive all the way down. Got just under a minute and a half.
And he throws a 5-yard... I don't get it. 5-yard out. He stays in bounds, so the clock still continues to run. And they're going to run a draw here. Why not? They do pick up a first this time. They're over the 50-yard mark.
You got just about a minute left. You still got 2 timeouts. You're on the other side of the field. I'm not mad at that call. I think you just keep playing smart football like you've been doing so far this drive. And there's the first timeout.
Yeah, I don't even agree with
I don't know if I'd have called one there.
Yeah, no. Everyone's still close to the line. Just line them back up. You'll waste 5 or 6 seconds getting everyone lined back up. But they throw it deep here. They have a man, Chach Menino, 29 yards. They're going to immediately go to hurry up. He's over time this season. 50 seconds and counting remaining. Now you kind of don't leave too much time. They throw it out of the back of the end zone here on 2nd and 10.
I think if I was Rivers, I'd have hit that Blue Devil right in the head.
It just domed him.
Yeah. You're losing anyways, and you're throwing it out of bounds.
2nd and 10, and the draw
there it
worked.
is.
What do you know? 41 seconds
Kaiju
and 3
wouldn't.
timeouts is an eternity. Kaiju with a huge touchdown here to hopefully tie it, pending the extra point. But, I mean, 40 seconds, 3 timeouts.
Block field goal.
CJ Jones has every opportunity here to really go down and win this.
Well, grab you a drink, grab you something to eat. It looks like we're probably going to be going into overtime here, people.
With the way Jairus Moody's playing, I certainly don't know that we're destined for overtime here. We'll certainly see. Here we go. 1st and 10. CJ Jones and company. He's going to throw it. No, he gets hit. Ricky Lacey gets there again. Looked like he was cocking it back to throw it deep.
He was about to. He was about to launch that thing.
All right, well, here we go. 2nd and 10. Throwing across the middle, he takes a hit, and the clock will remain running. And because it's 3rd and 8, they are going to let it tick a little bit before snapping this ball, or at the very least not waste a timeout. Looks like they're keen on going to overtime here.
Duke's trying to win this game right here, but well, not at the moment. They're letting the clock go, but they were trying to win this game on this drive.
Yeah, I think they'll still pass it. They just don't want to leave any time if they don't get it. And they do. They throw it. Jay Knight knocks it away. And we are going to overtime, folks. 23-23, North Dakota State here in Durham, North Carolina against Duke. It's been a good game in terms of how close it's been. What are your thoughts going into overtime?
Duke is rolling. Duke. Can't say enough about this Duke team tonight. I'm really surprised with how they came out here. But they cannot give up plays like that. That's going to give them the game.
Right,
but this defense can continue to stand tall. I think that they could possibly take it.
All right, well, here we go. NOT, 1st and 10 after the first down pickup, and they lose 3 on the halfback screen. That's 26. Brandon Radio with another tackle for loss. He's had a big game for the freshman D tackle.
I'm sorry, I popped in the chat for a second.
Had to put 5. Yeah, I see that. I'll put 5 too. Well, I might as well.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all put them 5s up in chat, man. We don't do this often. I'll put them 5s up.
2nd and 13, and they might have gotten 1 yard, but a heck of an offensive stop there, and it'll be 3rd and 12 now. It's all up to this, really, and we'll see what they can do. They draw up something to throw it into the end zone here. And they don't. They're going to throw it short, and so here's the field goal unit. Duke can win this with a touchdown, pending this make.
I don't know about everybody else, but I'm on the edge of my seat right now.
All right, here we go. Duke starting at their own 25. Is it 25 or 30? 25, okay.
25.
Starting at their own 25 here, or NDSU's 25 rather. They're 25 yards from upsetting the number 1 team. First down, they throw it here to number 3. He won't get there. Is that Cash? Who is that? Oh, that's Maverick, sorry. Looked like he was lined up at receiver for a second. I was like, who's that receiver? 2nd and 9 here. Hand it off to Maverick. He has a big gain. It won't go for a first, but they are now 3rd and 1. So here it is. It's a big play. If they run it and they don't get it, they're in the pistol. Sending their man into motion. They are going to run it right, and he's not going to get there. Huge tackle, and that will bring up the field goal unit. We're going to see Duke start overtime 2 on offense here.
I thought we were about to see a first down right there.
All right,
Who
well,
am I? How dare you?
here we go. So tied up at 26 now. Duke, CJ Jones resetting here at the 25. We'll see what the freshman has left in the tank here. I don't know. This a big drive right here.
Oh, we're throwing sixes up in chat now.
And on 1st and 10, he'll take a big sack. El Jefe to go. He's the one celebrating. Down. Looked like General Cornwall who got the sack to me, but we'll see.
Yeah, second and a long ways to go.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 18. Pressure right away, and he'll sack him again. Interesting to note is they're not in field goal range now. So, I mean, they're going to
they're definitely way out.
Yeah, they're going to need to get some yards for sure on this one. 3rd and 27, empty backfield here. And he throws it deep. Almost picked off. I couldn't quite see. Was that? Oh, that was Amani Taylor Davis. Armani Taylor
27?
Davis. 23.
Ah.
And they're going for it. They know they're out of field goal range. They have to here. We'll see what they do. And they get it.
They got it.
For 4th and 27, and they let him. Amanda Bovair beats the defense. 1st down, Duke.
Wow. What a play by CJ Jones and Amanda Bovair. Wow.
Here we go. 1st and 10 now. Just when they thought they really, could kind of maybe put an end to Duke here, Duke finds a way to make the play that they needed and to really stay in this game and honestly put themselves back into the driver's seat here. 1st and 10, they throw it out of bounds. We'll see what they go with on 2nd here.
They just had a man open on that last play in the end zone.
They throw it across the middle to 81, Don Jones. It'll be 3rd and 1 now. We'll see if they go back to the ground on this one. Last time it did not pay off with Maverick. They do
Maverick
go on
Jones
the ground.
with the hands off.
He'll pick it up, though, this time. So 1st and goal, Duke from the 1. Here we are. They're going to pass, 1st and goal, throwing it off his back foot. Luckily, it just hits the ground. That's a dangerous pass to make in double overtime. Yeah. I don't know. 2nd and goal here. They do hand it off to Maverick. Maverick will not get in, making it 3rd and goal. NDSU need one more stop here to force the field goal. We'll see. They've been on the field for a lot of plays in a row. 3rd and goal, they're going to pass, dropping back, looking, finding his man, but he doesn't get in, and that will bring up 4th and goal. After all of that, they're going to hold him to a field goal attempt here. Bison can win the game with a touchdown.
This has been insane.
Yeah, this has been one of the most back and forth games I've seen in a long time in the ECFL. Here in double overtime, both teams really, when they needed to answer with something, they've answered with it tonight. Incredible game. They go for a draw on 1st and 10 here. It won't go anywhere. 2nd and 13 now.
Let's see if Rivers can really open this up and get into the end zone and win this game.
I know Bison fans are really just hoping for one solid drive from Smoke today. That's all they're asking for. 2nd and 13. They find Kevin Nash. Gain of about 11, so it'll be 3rd and 2. That's all they want. One solid drive, right? One touchdown drive that, wasn't really manufactured by a kaiju run. 3rd and 2 here. They find Kevin Nash again, making it 1st and goal from the 6. They are 6 yards away from getting out of North Carolina with definitely wounded, but with a dub. We'll see. First and goal.
Rivers.
Smoke runs it in, and that is Smoke Rivers calls it. That'll be it, folks. Duke gave it their best shot. Bison took everything that they possibly could, and like I said, they're leaving this game wounded.
Yeah, this game here has been insane, man. Hats off and all the credit to Duke, man. But North Dakota State, they came in, they conquered, man. They did what they were supposed to. Definitely hats off to Duke, though. God, I can't say enough about the performance that they put on tonight.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'd guarantee they've turned the entire league's heads. Like crazy game. North Dakota State.
They're definitely not losing any momentum with this loss.
No.
They're not going to 15 or behind.
No, I highly doubt it. They definitely shouldn't. There's a bunch of teams who've kind of been writing higher rankings just based off, reputation so far this season, and this team right here just built some reputation in my eyes.
Ask their coach for pointers.
But this has been fun. Into game one, I'm Knight signing out. Got JP Wannabe with me. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. I'll see you later.
See you, man.